suit doesn't make a man. It's what's inside the suit that counts. It's resourcefulness and perhaps an open heart.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I haven't finished my drink.
This sacred institution wields power beyond your imagination. Winston, your brother stole something from me. What he took is very important to a lot of very dangerous people. Find him, because if you don't, I'll bring the weight of this whole institution down on you both. Sharon, show our guests the door.
We made a big mistake coming here.
You're my brother, Frankey. We have to strike first. And I need all the help I can get.
How are we supposed to believe a guy in an ascot can pull this off?
It's a cravat.
If we're gonna take on the Continental, every freak in that hotel will be after us.
Well, that's lovely.
We need guns. Lots of guns.
This is more than vengeance. This is justice.
Can you dig it?
Let's take this house and everything that comes with it. And away we go.
I'm muted. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everyone? How are you all doing out there? All of my Peacock fans, all of my Continental fans, all of my John Wick fans, welcome to another episode of Just My Opinion Reviews. Really do appreciate it, guys. Impromptu live. I know I did not let anybody know that I will be showing up today. I thought about this a few hours ago, and I was like, hey, why not? Let me go live about this show, this 3-night special that they're having on Peacock every Friday morning. And I'm really excited to talk about this. I've seen the episode twice. I liked it the first time. I liked it a lot the second time. Before we get into all the nitty-gritty, please let me know how I'm looking. Let me know how I'm sounding. Let me know if I'm crisp. Let me know if I am clear. And again, I'm not expecting many people to pop up. And so if you do watch this, I really do appreciate it. Again, whether you're watching this via live or on the replay, you can let me know how I sounded in the replay. It's all good. I see that we have 12 people watching right now. That's wonderful. I want to thank all 12 of you for popping in at this last moment. I do appreciate it. Go ahead and give me 12 thumbs up. And also, I will shout you guys out if you want to pop into the chat. Now, I don't know if I will be going live for episodes 2 and 3 for the Continental, but I will at least be giving you a recap. Thank you, Peacock, for allowing me to see the series early. I haven't finished it. I have seen, of course, episode 1, which we're going to be talking about right now, but I will also be talking about we're going to be talking about episode 1. I've seen episode 2, but I have not seen episode 3. And word on the street is that's where it all goes down, where it's nothing but fists and kicks and knobs and guns and bullets and all that stuff, which I'm really, really looking forward to. Also, let me know in the chat if you do have the John Wick franchise. I always got to bring out my collection. I got the first one right here. Then part 2 and also part 3. Let me know which one is your favorite. I haven't picked up part 4 yet. I haven't picked it up, but I really, really do need to. Now, let's go ahead and get into this. Again, this is going to be spoiler filled. I'm going to spoil episode 1, up, down, left, right, in, and out, as if you've already seen it. That is your warning. And of course, guys, we're talking the Continental from the world of John Wick, baby. This is set in the 1970s, New York City. The Continental explores the origin of the iconic, of the iconic hotel for assassins, centerpiece of the John Wick universe, seen through the eyes and the action of a young Winston Scott. Who is playing young Winston Scott? It is this gentleman. That is not him. Where is he at? I thought I had him. I do. His name is Colin Woodall, and I've never heard of him before, but I like him. I like what I've been seeing in episode 1 so far. If you're a fan of this performer, of this actor, of this entertainer, please let me know what you think down below. Like, hey, B, I saw him in this and he was real good. I saw him in that and, you know, he was even better. So let me know, because I'm very, very, you know, curious to find out. And I like new talent, or if they're not new talent for the general public, at least new talent for me. Now, this is episode 1. Titled Brothers in Arms. 1970s New York. After being separated for 20 years, brothers Winston and Frankey Scott are about to be violently reunited. Frankey's just stolen a priceless object from Cormac Fitzpatrick, and we all know that Cormac is being played by Mel Gibson. The Continental Hotel present hotel manager and a ruthless mobster from the brothers' past to retaliate. The brutal crime boss sends henchmen to London to bring Winston back home to locate Frankey. The Scott brothers, along with Frankey's fierce wife Yen, use their street smart skills and dark underworld contacts to try to outrun Cormac's army of assassins. Just before all three are caught, Frankey must make the ultimate sacrifice. Do y'all really think that was necessary for Frankey to sacrifice himself like that towards the end? I don't know. We're going to have to see how episode 3 plays out, but I'm just saying to myself, damn, why did you do that? Why did you jump out of the helicopter to your death just to get shot in the head? Now, I do like the whole banana in the tailpipe move that you did towards the end, where you switched out the coin printing press for a monkey statue giving Cormac the finger. I did get a laugh out of that. I did. I was like, man, hopefully you didn't give up the goods that easily. But do y'all really think that that sacrifice was worth it? Now, one of the things in the synopsis, it says the origin of the iconic hotel. When we first meet John Wick, when did the first John Wick come out? In like 10, 11 years ago? I know it wasn't over 15 years ago. You know, that was in the 2010s. This is taking place in the 1970s. I want to say mid to late 70s. So it's clearly possible that John Wick is not even alive yet, or maybe he's a toddler or something like that. I don't know. I'm assuming the latest John Wick that he's at least in his 40s, upper 40s, mid 40s, lower 40s. I don't know. I'm just gonna say 40s. I could be wrong. Let me know. But this says the origin of the Continental, and it was just so much going on in this episode. I'm like, I want to see what happened before that. The Continental is already established. You know, Winston, he's not the leader of the Continental yet. It is Mel Gibson's character, Cormac. And I have to say, I really do like Cormac as Mel Gibson, because Mel Gibson, you know, if we want to just put aside how we may feel about him in real life, the man is a phenomenal filmmaker, actor, entertainer. You know, he knows what he's doing. What I do like in this show is they are really painting him to be a worthy foe, a worthy antagonist, but we know that he has people above him. He's very good at being the middleman right now. He has a lot of power in the Continental and in New York City. That is obvious. Even if they didn't show it to us, it just feels that way by his performance. So I do like that. And, you know, the way at the very beginning of all these movies and television shows, they always have to show some example, give us some reason of why the bad guy, the henchman, the antagonist is such a badass, why everyone is afraid of him. I think they did an absolute horrible job in that with the latest film, Expendables 4 or Expendables, with Iko Uwais, who is supposed to be the villain. He just going around killing people. There was no dialogue. There was no dialogue. There was no build up. He just going around executing people, and they really didn't do anything for me. However, we have Mel Gibson here telling this man, talking about, hey, I need you to jump out the window because I can either go haunt your family for the rest of their days, or you can just jump off this, find the closest balcony and just jump off of it, okay, and spare your family, you know, because I can't kill you because we're in the hotel right now. We have these rules. And just to see those 4 men lined up like that and how afraid, why did I switch that to power? I'm tripping. To see how afraid they were of him was amazing. I thought they did a great job there of painting him to be the bad guy. And so two thumbs up right there. Also, shout out to Tamika's Den. What's going on, ma'am? Hey. What's going on? Fist bump to you. Laugh my doll up. Nina Boo Sexy Sanchez. What's going on? Love the first episode. Can't wait for the second episode. Yes. I'm gonna give you a little hint, Tamika. The sister, Jessica Elaine, the chocolate sister, being played, but she's playing Lou or Lau. You know, we got to see her doing some karate chops, you know, in episode 2. I'll go ahead and give you that hint right there. But I mean, Tamika's Den and Nina Boo Sexy Sanchez. Well, it's interesting. Your comment is popping up over here where I can put it on the screen, but not over here to the left. Y'all let me know what y'all think of Carmack, of Mel Gibson's character. I think they're doing a really good job of painting him to be the bad guy, you know. But starting off the episode, New York City, 1955. And we have little Frankey and little Winston being held up in this police precinct for some questioning. But what did they do? Why are they being locked up here? Now, prior to this, we did see a Molotov cocktail being thrown in the air. So did they have anything to do with that? If you have any predictions, let me know. We can spoil away. But we're in New York City. It's New Year's Eve. And we got Frankey going around making his rounds. You know, I think this guy's name is Leonard. I can't remember if that was not Leonard. Lawrence. Lawrence was his name. I think I like him as an actor as well, if it was the same guy. But this is where we see Carmack and Frankey meet up for the first time. But Frankey has something up his sleeve, man. He is trying to rob this this printing press. And I gotta say, I do like the idea here. That was dope. They timed it right at midnight so that nobody can hear. And they're used to probably hearing the train underground anyway. But they done hooked up the train to the vault door and blew the thing off. And they're going here, all of this gold, but they're like, no, we're trying to get this printing press. Do I have an image of it? Yes, it is right there. And this is how deep the rabbit hole goes, guys. This is the printing press to all of the coins that we've seen in the entire John Wick franchise. Even in John Wick 1, where when he broke his little cement tomb and pulled out his coins, or we see characters going to the Continental to pay for rooms, to pay for services, to pay for whatever, they always have the coins. And so this is the printing press right here. And so, man, you have to imagine that if you own one of those, you running the show. You know what I'm saying? Later on in the episode where they had the adjudicator come through and she had the mask on, right before they showed her, they showed the coin flipping. Here we go, right here. This is Department of the Adjudication. And so the coin press that Frankey stole probably makes these coins as well. And so Frankey is really effing around here with some power. Now, if you've seen John Wick 3 and you've seen John Wick 4, the sequels to this series, you know that the high table runs everything. They probably run the world. These are the billionaires, the elites. I forgot his name. What is his name? He was the antagonist in John Wick 3. Was it Skarsgård? Was that his name? Let me try to look it up real quick. I'm sorry. John Wick 4. John Wick chapter 4, which was, I need to buy it on Blu-ray. What is his name? Yeah, Bill Skarsgård. He was the Marquise. He was high up there too, but he still was not above the high table. Now, if we remember John Wick 4 and the amounts of money that he was throwing around, like, okay, I'll do this for tens of millions of dollars for you, tens of millions. He probably got a few hundred million to his name. So he's up there, but he's not way, way, way up there. Just like in the real world, the billionaires on the top, they run everything. I'm assuming that's exactly the case with the high table. And again, this is this printing press that Frankey has stolen. So he's even the adjudicator lady. She was like, when the guy was beating him up. Let me go back to that scene right there, where that's Miss Davenport getting her smash on. We're gonna talk about that in a second. Yeah, this crazy guy right here, when he's beating ass. So we got the adjudicator. They beating ass. They trying to, this dude. Somebody paid him $40,000 to steal the printing press. He don't even know what he was trying to steal. This Miss Adjudicator lady was like, man, do you even know what you stole here? Keys to the world. She was like, this is privileged information that I'm giving you. She's like, what you stole can topple governments and agencies that predate Rome. That's how serious it is. That's how deep the rabbit hole goes when it comes to the high table. And man, I'm into this right here. And so I do like everything I'm getting so far. I do. You thought that he was nice? Okay, Tamika. Yeah, Mel Gibson is doing a good job so far. I agree, man. I agree. Frankey comes from Animal Kingdom. It was nice to see him in this. Okay. Animal Kingdom. I haven't seen that. This gentleman's name is Ben Robson. What is Animal Kingdom about? It's a television series right here. Mature. Okay. And the final season centers on Southern California family whose excessive lifestyle is fueled by their criminal activities. Okay. Must be good. Must be good. Is it good, Tamika? I haven't seen it, but I haven't seen it. But let me know. Let me know. Let me know in that comment section down below. Yeah, but Frankie's doing his thing and he robs the vault, the printing press. And this is where the first action scene comes in, guys. And it's quite nice. It's quite fluid. I like the kicks and the punches and the bowls that are being thrown. He shoots this guy and everybody comes down there and it is gung fu time. And it did have these John Wick vibes. I was feeling all of this. I was loving it all. How did y'all feel about the action? Jumps out the window. Now, I will say that it was kind of luck, in my opinion. He should have died. Especially with old dude right here. I don't know how he survived all those bullets. You guys let me know what you think, but that is quite epic. That is a nice shot right here, him jumping out the window. And this girl picks him up. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. I do like the introduction to Winston here. He has all the permits, the concrete, and the land, trying to get these carports. Talking about, man, we can get, what is it, 4,500 people a day parked. And Winston is smart. He's over here in London and he done finessed his way in here. He is trying to get the business of old boy right here, but an already put in a bid with the wifey. Man, I did not see that coming. He over somewhere like, okay, I'm trying to finesse this guy, get him to sign this contract so we can get this money. But where is my way in? Oh, okay. Let me study him a little bit. Oh, he has a wife that's lonely, that's probably not getting the pipe on the regular as she would like it. Let me go ahead and slide on in there and see what I can do. And that's exactly what he did. I mean, wow. This man has all the money, but has no game. All the money and has no game because your woman is stepping out on you, cuz. And that's not good. But y'all done seen the episode. He finesses his way in there, playing some reverse psychology type game, gets people on the phone. I don't even know if when he called the person on the phone, do we even know if he really called him on the phone? She could have just been acting the whole time. Maybe that was obvious. Maybe they said that. Maybe there was a line of dialogue that said, but that in the show and I missed it. But now that I think about, I didn't even think about that. I don't even think there was nobody on the phone. This dude done finessed his way in there, got him to sign the contract, wire the money, and then gonna knock his wife down a little bit later. She throwing herself on the bed talking about, oh baby, come hit this. What are you waiting for? I haven't finished my drink. He gonna finish the drink and then gonna play Ring Around the Rosie. Yep. And got up in that ass. Yep. And they got up in his and they kidnapped him. But I really do like the introduction to Winston. I really do. He was a smooth cat in the John Wick movies, and he's a smooth cat in the Continental show. And so great job there. You know, you're doing our friend Mr. Ian McShane proud. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think of that. Good point about the phone call. Yeah. It could have been a busy tone or something the whole time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's knocking down Miss Davenport. She's like, oh my goodness, you know, some more power to him. And I saw Winston can fight a little bit. He could squab just a little bit. I mean, he did get captured. I mean, it was 4-on-1, and they have chemicals and stuff. But he did a decent job. They didn't have to shoot the laundry guy out here. All he trying to do is make a living, go back home to his family. Yeah, but they captured him, and this is what I was talking about earlier. This badass scene right here. Between, you know, showing just how badass Mel Gibson's Carmack character is. And they're just so used to death. Look at the black receptionist here, or desk lady. Man jumps to his death, and they're just like, okay, you know, business as usual. What the hell? Jesus Christ, are y'all orphans? Did nobody say? Well, that's not funny, but because they probably got some orphans watching, but it just seemed like nobody loved y'all when y'all was growing up, you know. But here we go right here. They're bringing them in. This matches the thumbnail of the video. Hey, I need you to find your brother, Frankey, because he stole something from me. Now, I do like the fact that Winston did not bow down. He was like, listen, you're not hearing me, okay? I don't know where my brother is. He don't know where I am. I don't care about him. He don't care about me. So this ain't got nothing to do with me. You need to find him yourself. I was way across the world. Minding my own damn business in London, whole different country, whole different. I mean, like I'm on the other side of the world, literally in the hotel trying to get some booty, and you gonna drag me over here and don't even give me no coffee? Talking about where's your brother? Man, I don't want to have nothing to do with this. Leave me alone. I like that. I do. I also like young Sharon here, played by the late great, well, he's portraying the late great Lance Reddick's character. Rest in peace, my brother. Rest in peace. You died too young, sir. You died too young. But we do have Sharon in here, being played by how do you say this? Ayomidi Adegan. I'm sorry, my brother, for butchering your name. I got nothing but love for you. It's automatic love for everybody in the diaspora of Nigerian descent already. I like you, sir. You're doing a good job. Keep it up. Keep it up. But he walks him out to the hotel, and that's that. Now we have another sex scene right here of this cop who is cheating on his wife with his subordinate. She is riding him like there's no, well, no, I was gonna say like there's no tomorrow, but that would be an exaggeration. I don't know how I feel about it. And I got boo-boo on the ground. Now, how many people in the chat have been tied up like this? I am afraid to do this. And you got this. Look at the apartment, guys. This is the sexy as hell. You got the paint coming off the walls. I mean, out of anywhere you can put the bed, you want to put it right here by the pipe. I mean, how much is the rent? $2 a month? Shit. This is awful. This is awful. Now, Tamika, help me out here. What does she see in him? I'm just curious. Maybe he got that mouthpiece. I don't know. Maybe she just wants a raise, a promotion. I know they did kind of talk about that briefly, but the weird relationship, because the wedding ring fell out on the floor. It was kind of awkward. She was like, we don't got to lie, Craig. We don't got to lie. Just leave the ring on. He talking about, I want you to care. Kind of relationship that got here. It seems like it's more than just sex. like they're reluctant to have it. I don't know. Some type of situationship that they have going on, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna last too long. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know what y'all think about that, whether you're watching this via live or in the replay. Now, like I was saying earlier, we got these two new characters right here. Hubert Point de Jour and Jessica Elaine. They are playing these two brothers and sisters by the name of Miles and Lou, and they're trying to run these guns. Hold on, where's the image at? Yeah, they're trying to run these guns, but they got spiked bullets and end up coming out on top. I like it. I like everything about them. I do. I like that the sister's trying to get out the game. She's like, brother, I don't want to do this no more. I'm trying to live right. You're going to end up getting us killed. And I don't blame her. They could have died here. They kind of got out after, the luck of their chin. Y'all let me know what you think. But they could have died here. But they didn't. And you always have to leave somebody alive to go back and tell the boss, like, hey, man, we don't need to F with them because they're dangerous. And that's the case. Dude done lost 3 of his fingers. That's horrible. He was talking all that shit. Oh, yes, I'm going to choose carefully who I'm going to kill first, and then you run out of there with no fingers. Awful. With your tail between your legs. But we got the cop lady. She trying to get the promotion. She's like, I'm going to follow him to the Continental Hotel. Cop pulled up like, hey, man, what you doing? We don't have no jurisdiction in there, okay? Don't ever go in there again. I like it. I want to see the origin of the hotel. We only got 3 episodes, and I want to see everything. This is, I remember hearing an interview, hearing some whispers that Chad Stahelski, I think he's the director for one of the John Wick movies. Yeah, Chad Stahelski. I think I heard him say that he had like hours of conversation on the phone with Kevin Feige, the main producer over at Marvel Studios for the MCU, on the best ways to expand the universe of John Wick. Glad they had a conversation. That just seemed smart to me. And so I want to see this universe open up as wide as possible. Why not? What do we have to lose? This is only 3 episodes, but I wish we had more already. But we got Charlie here. What part is this? Oh yeah, this is Charlie. Winston and Charlie meeting up. We all know this famous actor right here. I remember the first time he popped up for me was in The Mask back in the mid-90s. But he looking for his brother. It's like, hey man, you need to show up at this karate place over here. That's the last time I've seen him, or whatever. And so they just have a little conversation. He gives him a coat, he gives him a car. He ride out over to New York to Burton Karate. And that's where all of our people are meeting. First, we met them when they were trying to run guns, but I like the sister right here. I like Lau. She's like, I don't trust nobody, man. I got my hand on the trigger. But she has a thing about guns, though. She has a thing about guns. She's ready to pull out this knife right here. I like it. Now, be honest, though. Is it? Well, we haven't seen her do karate yet. That's going to be next episode. So sorry for a little spoiler. But actually, I can't talk about that. I don't want to talk about that yet because I don't want to spoil anything. But I do like the way that she handled this right here. She was able to disarm him. She's small, but that does not necessarily mean that somebody can't fight. Just because they're small doesn't mean that they're not strong just because they're small. But she was selling it to me. She know how to, hit certain points in the body and this and that, etc. So people can release their weapons. And that's what she was able to do. I don't like all this gun stuff. Y'all handle it. Now, I will say something that did not make sense to me right here is they were just a little bit too trusting of Frankey. I mean, not of Frankey, but of Winston here. They're gonna take him downstairs into the gun room where all the guns are, and they're just really relaxing. Like, bro, come on now. Knowing the lifestyle y'all live, you got to be smarter than that. Everybody trying to finesse somebody. So I just would have been asking a little bit more questions, try to figure out what was going on before I'm just, this relaxed around this guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Tamika, what you think? Or anybody watching? Now, this guy right here, he's going to have a more prominent role to play in episode 2. I'll just go ahead and say that he over here lurking in the shadows. Y'all probably like, man, what is up with this guy right here? And who is breaking all the windows as well, from the dojo. But that's going to be in episode 2. But again, y'all, this is where we got the adjudicator coming through, man, beating ass. Now, my thing is this. When it comes to scenes like this, what is the only way to get your ass beat like this that makes sense is if you leave the person alive. Because if you was gonna kill them, just kill them. Save your energy. Now, unless the Punisher right here, unless he actually gets a high off of just beating the crap out of people, unless it gets him off his jollies or whatever, okay, that's a different thing. But if you're just gonna kill, if you're just gonna kill him, just kill him in the beginning and get it over with. But to me, it would make more sense if you leave the person alive, because nobody wants to go through a beating like that ever again. So they're going to be obedient, for one, and loyal from this point out. And 2 is you want them to go run their mouths to everybody else. Like, okay, do not betray the high table people or you're going to get your ass beat like this. But if they're not left alive to tell that story, then that makes no sense. Kind of going back to where we first met these people right here. They, Miles left him alive so that he can go back and tell the people like, hey, don't F with us. So that's just kind of how I see it. You guys let me know what you think. But I think they should leave him alive so that he can go be a witness. Like, don't F with these people no more, or they're going to destroy your ass. But that's just me. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what you think. All right. So he got another lead, and Winston is now going to go try to find his brother Frankey at the theater. But we got this not the security guard here, but this doorman right here at the Continental Hotel. He like, little miss, you've been popping up in front of our hotel for a little bit now. You sure you want this life? You sure you ready? Come on in. So she coming on there, don't know nothing from nothing. She up here using cash, drawing attention to herself. Okay, images up, They're like, what? Cash money? What the hell is this? Baby girl, we dealing coins. I would have got her there so quick and fast. You see all these people got guns on them and stuff. The hotel all booked up. Yeah, I done walked into the wrong spot. I'm out. Yeah, so that was interesting right there. That was interesting. But now we got Winston. He finally done reached Frankey at the movie theater. Yin done locked him up. I mean, got him yoked up on the what's it called? A noose. Now, another thing, why was Frankey being so aggressive with him? He got him out in the headlock and talking about, you need to speak up and what you're doing here. And like, this is your brother. Last time your brother didn't do nothing to you. Y'all just went your separate ways. And then the first time you see him, you want to have him all choked up? I didn't like that at all. I did not like that at all. I think they feel like once people see his deleted body, okay, good point. It is a good point. I was also good point there. I was watching the Equalizer 3, and the bad guys, it was just horrible. They hung an old man that was handicapped. Like he was dang near a vegetable. And they threw him out of a window, out of his wheelchair, and hung him in front of everybody. And so, that was his deleted body that movie, and like, yeah, people see that they're not gonna want to mess around anymore. That was awful. That was just awful, man. But you make a good point, Tamika. You make a good point. But anyway, Frankie's being rude as hell right now. Like, look, why are you doing your brother like that? That ain't right. That ain't right at all. But he Frankey. Now we know how badass Frankey is, because what he did at the very beginning of the episode, he was bold enough, had the balls, the kahunas to rob Carmack, and he whooped everybody in the stairs. But this dude is like, man, I had a buyer that was gonna do this, and they F me, probably because the buyer knew, like, hey, I ain't messing with the hot table. These people are crazy, man. It was like Carmack, who he reports to, these people make people disappear. Ain't nothing you can do about it. He is really selling how dangerous the high table is, and I like it because, again, Frankey is a badass and he's scared. Carmack is a badass and he's scared as well. Y'all will see more of that in episode 2 when the adjudicator has a conversation with Carmack. So they're really doing a good job of selling this stuff. He up here setting up booby traps. Got that coin press. So I like all that right there. I do. I mean, they just got bazooka. That, like, the henchmen, the nobodies have rocket launchers and bazookas. That just goes to show you how powerful they are. Not a little handguns. They have rocket launchers or bazookas with multiple rounds. They make whole buildings disappear, for crying out loud. This is what Frankie's saying. Winston, he's like, all right, bro, I hear you. You know what I'm saying? And you're paranoid. I got some money that we can start. No. If Carmack can go across the world and find you, Winston, to pull you back, what do you think the hot table can do? Yeah. But they end up kicking ass. Oh, no, they end up escaping, excuse me. And this look on her face is funny. You know, I got a little kick out of that. But anyway, we're here. And Carmack still don't have the printing press, the coin press. It's talking about how the twins, how the weirdos. And they do look weird with these hairstyles. They don't have one line of dialogue. If I saw some people like this in the public, I would just keep walking. Try to give them a friendly nod or something like that. But I do like this heart-to-heart brother to brother moment that they're having right here, because Frankey does make a point in a way. I mean, I see both sides. Frankie's like, bro, why did you come back to this life? He's like, you're my brother. You're all I have left. And then Frankie's like, man, I am the one that took the rap when we was little kids, when we was younger. So you can get away. And it worked. You have your nice suit on and your fancy watch, and you're making all this money over in London with these deals, finessing Miss Davenport and the car lot people. You're doing what you're supposed to do. So why come back and get yourself into this mess? Just let me die. I cannot lie. I understand where Frankie's coming from. I do. It makes sense to me. Does it make sense to you, Tamika? Let me know. Let me know. But this was still a nice little heart-to-heart that they had right here. But Charlie's boys betrayed them. And your girl Ying is like, you know what? I want to stay in the hotel, not the hotel, but the theater and die. But she's fighting. She's shooting people. And they're trying to escape to get the car flipped over. All this. They fighting. They beating ass. And it's looking all kind of good. I like what we're seeing here. I like the action. It's nice. It's intense. It's brutal. I hear these crazy mofos. But they're about to escape. And Frankey makes the sacrifice and kills himself, basically. I don't think it was necessary. But they were shooting the hell out of people. So that is interesting. But yeah, Frankie's dead. But he didn't give up the coin press. And I would feel some type of way if I was Winston, like, damn, we were so close. Like, why did you jump out? I mean, he dead now. But it's not like once they shot I was gonna say it's not like once they shot Frankey dead that they stopped shooting the helicopter, but apparently they did because they escaped. You know. And no, sir, you do not have the coin press. You got tricked. Ha ha. It's not the coin press. You are mad. Shows up in Miles and Lou's house. I need guns. Excuse me, lots of guns. And we know, there's a famous quote from John Wick himself. It's about to go down. And y'all, that's the episode right there. And I liked it. Tamika says, yes, it makes sense. I get it, but that's his brother. He loves him. Right. You know, men, all siblings argue, all siblings bicker, some more than others. I've got on my brother's nerves a ton of times, and he's gotten on mine a ton of times, but he would have to do a hell of a lot for me not to show up for him, because that's my brother. And a brother's love is a brother's love. A sister's love is a sister's love. Siblings love each other. I was so mad at that part. Him killing himself, yeah. That was no bueno right there. That was no bueno. But y'all, that is the episode right there. What did you think about the first episode of the Continental from the world of John Wick? I really did enjoy it. And I think I liked it even more the second time around. But y'all let me know what y'all think in that comment section. Because I'm dying to know whether you're watching this via live or in the replay. Let me know. I will try to have a recap for you guys for episode 2. Ready right when episode 2 debuts next Friday. If not, it'll be okay. But I did have fun recapping this, guys, and I will see you guys next time. And thank you, Tamika, for being part of the chat. I really do appreciate it. Also, Nina Boo Sexy Sanchez, and to all 20 of you guys that came through. I really do appreciate it. Also, before we head out of here, just a little bit of shameless plugging real quick. If I can find the folder. And the internet always wants to go slow when I am in the middle of a live. It's so unfortunate. See, I'm up here trying to upload pictures and stuff, and they don't want to load. This is so crazy. I'm gonna give it 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Man, this is horrible. I gotta figure this computer thing out, because this is not gonna work. This really don't even want to let me know what. Oh my God, this is awful. This is awful. Hold on, y'all. Man. What I was gonna say is check out my Outlaw Johnny Black review. Also check out my latest recap for Power Book 4 Force, Season 2, Episode 4 with Lamont. And also check out my Expendables 4 review as well. I would really appreciate that. But guys, again, I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery, and that's just my opinion. Peace out, and I'll see you next time.